Okay, let's try these two functions. This one here, that's a parabola. The one below it, when x is in the bottom, that's a hyperbola. But it's the same story with functions. If you let x equal 0, you get the y-intercepts. Well, that's 0 times anything is 0, so you just get minus 8, 0 and minus 8. It's a little bit trickier to find the x-intercept. You let y equal 0. You can divide by 2. Now you could just add 4 and take the square root and get this, but it's sort of nice to look at the factors this way, especially for other questions that get harder. So it's x minus 2, x plus 2. That means plus and minus 2 are the x-intercepts. We know it's a happy parabola, a little bit skinnier because there's a number bigger than 1 here, but that's what your parabola would look like. You don't have to be perfect. I got a computer to do it. But there's the x-intercept, 2, y-intercept minus 2. The axis of symmetry here that I should have marked in is the y-axis. The y-intercept is minus 8. That's a turning point there. And then I labeled the equation. There's your parabola, all done. Now, hyperbola is kind of a little bit different. Our hyperbolas in grade 10 have the y-axis as something called an asymptote, and the line y equals 2 as another asymptote. And that helps you sort of sketch it. There's 2 branches, and this one, the negative, tells you where the branches are. This one, the branches are going to be in the second and the the second and the fourth quadrant. But let's see here. If we let x equals 0, y equals 0, we can get the x-intercept. What do? We subtract 2 over here. We multiply everything by both sides by x. We get minus 2x equals minus 4. X equals 2 is the x-intercept. Yeah, right there. And y equals 2 is this thing called an asymptote. So these 2 lines, the y-axis and x equal 2 are your asymptotes, and the 2 branches fit here. It's only got one intercept up there at 2. You don't have to draw anything else. Just label the hyperbola, and that's it. You're done. The x-intercept fits right there, and it gets closer to this line y equals 2, but it never touches it. And it never touches the y-axis. It gets infinitely close way up here, but it never touches it. You get a branch like that on this side and a branch like that on that side. That's called a hyperbola.